Yo, what up world, what's poppin' tonight? Fresh kicks, nice chicks in a suco on ice.
You know Super open the blinds, I just bring them to life.
From the streets to the stage and the flashing lights.
What up world, let us know where you at in your life.
Switching lanes, hydroplanes, still maintaining the fame.
No hype, realness of pain, only strongest will gain.
And that's peace to Jermaine, 16 always on flame. Dizzy with the witty bars, still going insane.
How you got where you at, don't let the question remain. And that's word to herb, sandbox to the curb. What up world, it's the podcast the people deserve, let's go.
Yo, what up world, it's your boy Lucky Luch, Young Butt, Young Gov, E, all of that. Before we even start the show, I wanted everybody to like, subscribe, turn on notifications to Really Made Media. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It's not that hard. Right now, I got a guest in the building. This lady right here is definitely a hustler. She's a singer. She have her own beauty salon. She does custom wigs, lace frontals, closure installs, bundles, lashes, face beats. It's like, yo, one-stop shop. Ms. G in the building.
Hey everybody, what's up?
What's up,
It's
what's up?
Ms. G. I go by Hairby Mrsg. Born and raised out of Myrtle Beach. Definitely a hustler, ready to get it.
That's what's up. So now, like, we're in the new year, 2026. What's your plans?
Well, I have a lot of plans. First, I'm turning 40 this year.
Okay.
So with that being said, I have a lot of plans for my business, a lot of plans to travel, just to kind of like broaden my horizons a little bit, get out of Myrtle Beach some, maybe do some traveling with hair. I've been asked to do some platform artist work, so I'm definitely going to do that, and that's in Atlanta. I've been asked to come to Charlotte too, so just trying to, get out there a little bit more, just see how far my reach can be. Because, I mean, every time I turn around, I'm hearing my name in other cities I'm not even from. I get clients from North Carolina all the time, clients from Atlanta coming down. Oh, I want to come get my hair done by you. So I definitely want to try to venture out. And I got so much family in both places.
That's what's up.
So, and like even in Philly, like I go to Philly here and there, go to Atlantic City. I'm doing hair, I'm getting booked up, and I don't even know these people. So I know people who don't know me, definitely will come. And it's been proven. I done made a lot of money. And that's just on vacation. So I definitely want to travel more with the hair thing.
Hey, yo, keep doing your thing. Salute to you on that, yo. So, like, everybody out there in the world want to know where Ms. G from.
So I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, born and raised. The little area I'm from on the beach is called the Alley. So that's what I rep all day, every day. So yeah, like that's basically it. Like Myrtle Beach just home. I've been all over the place as far as college and whatnot, but you just can't. I mean, you have to come back home.
So where's the Alley at for some people that probably don't know?
10th Avenue. Everybody know where 10th Avenue is, especially being locked up. That's right down the street from the police station. But just a few blocks away from the beach, right down where the Myrtle Beach Pavilion used to be at. We used to walk down there all the dang on time. So, yeah.
So you got any siblings?
Yes, I'm one of 4 girls. I'm the oldest. Mama had 4 daughters, but she took care of a lot of other people's kids. So we never was home by ourselves. We always had a cousin or uncle, somebody living with us. So we end up having all these extra brothers and sisters.
That's what's up. So I know you got some stories, like growing up, being the oldest. Like, could you give us some stories?
Oh Lord, it's so many dang on stories. Yeah. Let me see. Well, one that comes to mind right off the bat is like, my mom was real strict. So like, couldn't really do too much, but she still gave us a lot of leeway. But our house was a party house too. Right. So like, she'll be real strict on us, but so cool with all the other little kids. So like, at the time I was grown. I was still scared of my mama so bad. I was grown. I wanted to tell mama like, yeah, ma, I got a little friend and I'm thinking about, doing some things. Man, mama put me out.
For real?
Yes. And I was 19 years old, had my own place. I was in college. And I was still a virgin.
Right.
And I was scared to tell my mama, like, I was ready to do what grown folks do.
Right.
Well, she put me out. And then, like, about a couple of weeks later, we got back cool. And one of my other little, friends in the neighborhood came by to tell my mama, like, yeah, I'm pregnant. My mama was so happy for her. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I come to tell you I was ready to do some kissing and touching.
Right.
Hey, you ready to give her a hug and console her and be nice to her. But that's just how my mama was. She was real hard on us. But everybody else she had, such soft love for. I'm just like, I look how long I waited. I know people that was doing the do at 15. And here I am. I ain't lose it till I was 20.
You say 12? Man. Like I was 16.
But that's how my mama nickname was Peach. Everybody on the beach know my mama for cooking. You can come to her for advice. If she give you the shirt off her back, she would. That's how she was with everybody. But her kids, she was putting that firm hand down on us. Like I said, I didn't have my first child till I was 34. That tells you a lot right there.
Right.
My mama was on it. Education, money, get that money, worry about them kids later, worry about them dudes later. So yeah.
That's what's up. So your sisters, they still in Myrtle Beach or?
Yep. Everybody's still here in Myrtle Beach. One of my sisters moved away, but mama made her move back.
Wow, okay.
But yeah, we all live here. Like I said, this is home. Like I mean, even if I was to try to move somewhere else, it'll be hard because I'm so used to leaning on them, like to help me babysit or, for advice or just, a shoulder to lean on or cry on or whatever. I have them. So if I was to move away, I'd have to come back.
Right.
Yeah.
So your pop's from the beach too, or he's from someplace else? Or?
He's from King Street originally.
Okay.
But he moved to New York when my mama broke his heart back in the 80s. And that nigga ain't been back.
Wow.
But he lives in Rochester, New York.
Okay. So
I visit him often and, I try to take my son down there too. Yeah.
That's what's up. So, staying on the beach, what was the elementary school that you went to, middle school or high school?
I went to all Myrtle Beach schools. So Myrtle Beach Primary, Myrtle Beach Elementary, Myrtle Beach High School. But I did go to the Academy too of Art, Science, and Technology. I think it's just called a Career Center now.
Okay.
But I went for pre-med. That's back when I wanted to be a mortician. And I still have that degree, which is a mortuary science degree. And I was going to run a funeral home at first. But my first love was hair. So I still do hair for like funerals and stuff. But for the most part, I'm not working in a funeral home. But that was the goal at first. But hair has just always been a passion.
So talking about that, how is it going into the funeral homes and working on somebody here? Like your first experience, was you scared or how was it?
Well, I'll give you a backstory about that. Right. Back when I was probably about 10, maybe 9 years, I probably was 9 years old. I went with my granddad to somebody's wake. And I got locked in the back, by accident because I was roaming around. And I'm real nosy, very curious. And I got locked in the back and it was somebody stretched out. So it was covered up in the sheets. And I went to go look and be nosy. And they had already had the person kind of done up.
Right.
It was a man.
Right.
And I pulled the sheets back. I wasn't scared. I saw some, I think this person got, had to do some cranial reconstruction. So his face was kind of messed up a little bit, but I wasn't scared. I knew right then at that moment what I wanted to be when I grew up. But I knew I still love to do hair too, but I'm never afraid. I did my mom's hair and makeup for her funeral. It's just, you really have to have, I guess, that mindset that they're people too. They just sleep. That's how I look at anytime I go in any funeral home, but I got locked in the back and I wasn't crying. My granddaddy came looking for me and I was like, hey, I'm back here.
Wow, that's a story right there.
Yeah, it was a little bit dramatic for my granddad.
Right.
Because he was like, oh my God. And the name of the funeral home was Nelson's Funeral Home. If you're from the beach, everybody knew Nelson's Funeral Home. Now it's all Ocean View. Okay. But Ocean View ended up buying that funeral home. But I knew that funeral home like the back of my hand. Because Mr. Nelson, I think he passed away now, but he was like, she wasn't scared. And my granddad was like, no, she back there chilling. She looking at the tools and stuff and the things that y'all use, to do the embalming process and all of that. So yeah, he was like, well, you could bring her back. So I was only 10 years old and I was hanging out at the funeral home.
Wow. So what's the process like when you have to do someone that passed away, when you have to do their hair?
It's really nothing to it. Like most deceased people that have actual hair, the hair is a little bit more soft. It's not as hard like how you would think. Right. Except if it's a man, his facial hair, it's a little bit rough. But for the most part, a lot of family members just want you to make a wig, for them if they wore a wig or if they had dreads or if they were the type that they have some really pretty hair, they'll probably want it styled. But they normally have them propped up and you're able to kind of like position the hair and get them situated. And then I'll normally come back like before the wake when they have them inside the casket, and I can rearrange them and stuff and just make it look presentable for the family. But it's not hard at all. Like I've done dread maintenance on a deceased person. I've done wigs. I've done makeup. The only thing I haven't done a kid. And I feel like I'd probably be a little bit more sympathetic to a kid because I have a kid. Even though, of course, I have a mom, I have an aunt, I have uncles and all that, and I'm doing all these other people, it's just a little bit harder when you see a young person stretched out. That's what I call it.
Oh, that's tough right there.
Yeah, but like I said, somebody got to do it.
Right.
Somebody got to do it. But I had my mama looking good, honey.
That's what's up.
If anybody been to that funeral, they will tell you.
That's what's up. So I'm going to go back to elementary.
Okay.
Any stories about elementary school?
Yeah, one bad story.
Okay.
All right, so I used to suck my thumb, and nobody knew it.
Right.
I mean, I never had to get braces, none of that. I only sucked my thumb at night, and I had to rub on something smooth, like a cold glass.
Right.
So it's raining. We on the bus coming from school, and I used to pick. Also, I had so much jokes with people. Like I used to pick at people all the time, so I was a little bully a little bit.
Right.
Well, I'm on the bus. I got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. Man, I went to pop that thumb in my mouth, and I had that glass, that cold glass, and I was about to go to sleep. Well, the person I was picking at the most that week saw me, and that's it, all the jokes started coming. All I heard was, "Oh, that bitch back here sucking her dang on thumb. Wham, wham, go suck your mama titty." And that's all they been saying ever since. And he even put my mama name in it. Go suck Peach titty. I'm like, because it wasn't nothing I could do.
Right.
I was back there. Nobody knew I sucked my thumb till he caught me. And that's the dude I was picking at all that week, and he got me. It wasn't no comeback.
No comeback.
I couldn't say nothing because I was like a little baby back there. Got comfortable. I was like, oh God, I forgot where I was at.
Yo. So did that make you stop, or you kept on?
Nah, what made me stop was when I wanted a boyfriend.
Okay.
I stopped sucking my thumb, but man, yeah, only when I went to sleep, and it made me slobber bad.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. I wake up in a pool of spit. So mom was like, "You want a boyfriend and you suck your thumb?" I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to rethink that.
Yeah,
and she tried a
gotta
lot of
rethink
stuff.
that.
Think about like when I was a kid, she tried a lot. Like, I mean, now I grew up in Myrtle Beach, but my family had like a farm. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
we had chickens and stuff. Now the nastiest thing, first she tried hot sauce. That didn't work. I didn't wash it off. You know, she tried
Putting it
all
on your
kind
thumb?
of stuff. Yeah, on my thumb to make
Right,
me
right.
stop. I wouldn't stop. And then she even put the chicken shit on my damn thumb.
Damn.
That didn't stop nothing. So it's like when I started wanting a boyfriend,
Right.
she was like, "Let me find out. See, you hot in the tail." That's why I
This
stopped.
when she okay.
But she tried everything under the sun, earwax, you name it, anything that make my thumb taste nasty. And it was
Damn.
this thumb right here was so flat and raw.
Right.
Woo, child. Because she was like, "You getting too big." And by this time, I was probably about 14 years old.
So wow. Wonder if they had like adult pacifiers back then, like teenager
heck no.
pacifiers.
That'd have been a little bit too much. Because like I said, only when I would go to sleep.
Yeah.
So like out in public during the day, I didn't just walk around with my thumb in my mouth twirling in my hair.
Right.
No, I was too cute for that.
Right.
But I definitely would do it to go to sleep. It was like a soothing thing.
Right. I feel you.
Because even now, like I ain't even gonna cap, I still have to rub on something smooth sometimes. So like I have like this paint on my wall, like that glossy paint.
Right.
Honey, I'm probably gonna rub the paint off after.
real?
Yeah, I can't help it. You know how some people rub on your ear. and all that?
Right.
It's a soothing thing. I don't know. I'm crazy like that.
That's what's up, yeah. so like, all right. So now we going to middle school. So give me some stories about middle school.
I was a nerd back. Like after elementary, going to middle school, like my mom was all about the grades. So I was probably like a nerd back then. Like I was definitely an overachiever. I was in color guard. I wasn't even in high school yet. Like what I'm doing, carrying the colors, and I'm only in middle school. So I was really an overachiever. I was playing an instrument. I played trumpet. Started like in band. I did chorus. That's what really got me into singing more. Because as a kid, I sung in church, but to sing like on the chorus, that was pretty cool too. So I was always doing something. Like from 6th grade all the way up to 12th grade, I was always after school. I had an after school program, but I didn't do sports though.
I was about to ask you that. Like, I was about to ask you, so leaving middle school and going to the high school, so you wasn't interested in sports?
Not real. I tried a little bit of cross country, but when them coaches get to yelling and carrying on, I'm like, listen here, my mama named Peach.
Right.
You ain't about to talk to me any kind of how. And I was getting a little chubby then too.
All right.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, I ain't gonna play no sports. Did a little bit of cheerleading, but that's back like elementary. You know what I mean? Like for the rec leagues. But that was it. I did ROTC.
Yeah. So with your siblings, like how like grades, how far apart was y'all? Like once you got to high school, like
Well, so one of my sisters is 2 years younger, so I was able to be, and the other one is 3, so I was able to be in high school with 2 of my sisters. And that was a trip. Like, honey, like riding the bus.
Y'all used to beat people up?
You know, we was known for jumping.
Right, okay.
We was. Because my mom was like, when you fight one, you fight all.
Right.
But, you know, after you get a couple of calls and now the police getting involved, you about to talk about lynching charges. Yeah. Now, okay, now we have to calm it down. But, like, other than that, like, you know, like school was pretty chill. Like, you fight one person, you get such a big rep, you ain't got to do too much.
Right.
And that's basically how it was for me. Like, my sister was having a problem with this girl, and I jacked up at the lockers, and that was it. I didn't even have to do nothing. Everybody just knew, yeah, you better not, you know, fool up with Ashley or Tanya or Keisha, because, you know, they going to get you.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? And my cousin used to be scared to ride her bus. I ride her bus, and, you know, the bad kids, if you was bad, you sat in the back.
You sit in the back, yeah.
All right, so I get to the back. Nobody's sitting in these back 2 seats. I'm ready to fight you. And I'm on her bus. I'm not even on my bus.
Damn.
I forged the letter and all. I was like, yo, I'm getting on that bus because they bother my cousin. She don't bother nobody. And I'm like, you know what, Marquita, I got you. And her mom was mad because I did that, because she was just like, you know, she has to defend herself. She got to stand up for herself. I'm like, nah, she could stand and I'm going to stand too.
Right,
like,
exactly.
This is my cousin. Like, what? But I mean, I basically wrote a letter, like, and I had my mama's signature down pat. Right. She had sloppy handwriting anyway, a big P. Her real name was Phyllis. That big P, that straight up lines for the L's, and a quick dot and a big C for Campbell. I was good in scribbly lines. That's it. So I had her signature down pat. So I wrote the letter. I gave it to the bus driver. That's back when you could do that. They can't do that now. You have to have all kind of authorizations now to change buses. I jumped on that bus, got to the back, like, what's up? Who got a problem with my cousin? Nobody stood up. Nobody said anything. They probably could have beat my tail. But I stood back there like, what's up? We got off the bus. I got to the girl house. I'm ready to fight the girl at her house. Now, you know this back in the day. You better not pull up nobody else.
Right, exactly.
But I was ready for her behind. She backed down, and she didn't bother my cousin no more. And then my aunt was mad. I'm like, bro, let me take up for my cousin.
Yeah, you got to, man.
Heck yeah, I'm the big cuz. What? So, yeah.
So I know, like, on previous shows that we had, like, talking with siblings, like, we ran into things like, whereas, like, the youngest sibling probably is, like, steal your clothes or whatever. Y'all ran into things like that growing up?
Well, it really ain't even a younger sister. None of my sisters returned nothing.
Wow.
Okay, like, even to this day, like, forget when we lived together. Oh, my God, it was worse then. But, like, now as adults, they'll come over. And, like, I wear a size 7Y, big kids and sneakers. So there's only one of my siblings that can wear it. So, mind you, I had my shop at the time, my salon. And, like, I had so much Jordans, so much tennis shoes, I didn't pay it no attention. So, like, it's like one particular pair of J's I wanted to wear. It might have been some 5s or something. I go upstairs, I'm like, Dad, where my shoes at? And I thought about the last time I wore them, I went to, like, this cookout at State Park. And I'm like, I drive a Camaro convertible. So my top was dropped and my shoes on the back seat. And I was like, yo, somebody done stole my shoes. Wow. So I'm thinking somebody stole my shoes. And like, I go on Facebook and I'm like, yo, man, somebody stole my shoes. It's that and third. And so my sister takes a picture with the shoes, crisscross her feet, and was like, ain't nobody stole them. They right.
Wow.
So, you know what I'm saying? They was always either taking shoes, clothes, and don't return. I think she might still got them shoes.
Hey, return Miss G sneakers, yo. She want her sneakers back.
And that's the crazy thing is I had a girl who braided hair at my shop named November Love. Shout out to November. She's in Atlanta doing her thing. She got her into doing it too because I wouldn't miss them. I swear I wouldn't. She'll go up there and just pick a box.
Right.
Pick a box, no matter what shoes they wear. And I have some designer shoes too. Well, this sister done took my dang on shoes too. And she's in Atlanta now. She's like an extended sister. Like I said, we got a bunch of sisters that's not really sisters. Well, she even got her shoes like, yeah, she not gonna miss them. Like they plotting against my shoes in my shop.
Wow.
I'm watching them on the camera. I'm like, what? And you hear her. I'm like, I had cameras everywhere then. And I'm listening. And she like, yeah, you can you can get them. She ain't gonna miss them. And sure enough, that hooker took my shoes and probably still got them in Atlanta.
So like, I'm gonna stay in high school, but before I get to the 12th grade part, we heard you could sing real good. So like, where you develop that skill from, or that's like a family thing, talent?
Well, see, actually have a lot of little talents. My baby sister tell you I took all the talents.
Okay.
I didn't leave. I'm the firstborn. I didn't leave nothing for them. Like I could sing, I can draw, I can do a lot of different things. I'm real good with my hands, so I'm pretty crafty.
Okay.
But the singing, I don't know, kind of like started just by like I had like a little group back in the day.
What was the name of the group? We want to know that. So y'all was doing talent shows?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Our first performance was at my birthday party because my Uncle Kanye's had a club called Jet Age, and if you're from the beach, everybody just be at the Age. Jet Age was a spot. You know what I'm saying?
Right
there off 10th. It was on 10th Avenue.
10th Ave, okay.
Matter of fact, if you were to go on 10th Ave now, it's a pink building now.
Okay.
It's pink, but it's right by the little convenience store they got. We call it the Alley Mart, but it's called something else.
Okay.
Right there. That used to be my uncle's club. So we performed out there, but like we didn't really have a name per se. We just had our own individual names. And my name was Lil T.
Right.
Yeah, man. We matter of fact, we remixed So Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, is that it? It's the Brat song. It's Funkdafied.
Funkdafied, okay.
And we named the song So Seriously.
Right.
And I had the first rap.
What was your rap?
On it.
Yo, we definitely want to hear the rap. You gotta share the. You gotta share the rap. We gotta share the rap.
Oh my God.
Miss T, right? That's the rap name.
It was Lil T.
Little
I was
T.
Lil T because my middle name is Tobias. So.
All right, Little T about to give us 16 bars. Go ahead, Little T.
Oh my goodness.
At least 6. Yeah, at least 6.
No, I didn't have that many. All right, so I had 2 parts on this song.
All right.
And I opened up. Oh my goodness, y'all crazy. All right, so I opened up with, my name is Ashley, and I'm seriously, and if you step to me, you step into Lady B. And that's when I introduced
That's what's up.
my cousin into the bike.
Right.
All right, then after that, she said her little rap, and she real hype. You know, we real hype now.
Right.
And then I come back with, yo, it's me, T. I'm still on the mic. I'm kicking it with my fellas and getting very hype. Just because I'm small, that don't mean nothing. You step to me, and I'ma show you something.
Okay.
I know my rap.
That's what's up.
Okay,
That's what's
that
up,
was
yo.
my first album.
Right. That's what's up.
Hey, yeah. But we performed at my birthday party, and my mama was like, so that's what y'all be doing, because we had a group, and like I used to want to spend the night with them all the time, and we would like practice, write lyrics, all kind of stuff.
That's what's up, yo.
See, I thought I was joking, right?
Yeah, you did your thing. You did your thing. So now we like in high school going to the 12th. So do you have any goals set?
Yeah, like I was serious. Like when I got to high school, I mean, it was like a career for me because I already had like everything mapped out, like what school I wanted to go to, the career path I wanted to take. So I really, focused on making good grades. So yeah, my high school, I didn't play around. I mean, I was scared to kiss anybody. I didn't have no boyfriends. I was focused because, like I said, my mom was a little strict with the school. So I was focused on what I wanted to do like 9th grade, and I was taking all college prep classes.
That's what's up.
Next thing you know, I was in honors, AP like classes, advanced placement. So like for the most part, I was really, really focused, and I kept that GPA up. When I got ready to go to college, which, like my 12th grade year, I had a ton of scholarships, and I still didn't use hardly any of them. I went to a school out of state. I went to school in Lynchburg, Virginia, Liberty University. I went on a full ride, and that was out of town. At that time, that was a lot because I was the second person in my family to go to a 4-year college at that time.
Salute, yo.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's right. So, hey, I went off to school. But like I said, back just thinking about 12th grade, I did so much stuff in 12th grade because I did all these internships for like different little things. Like we had to have like all these community service hours. I loved it.
Right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what was your college life like?
It was good. It was really good. Like I was homesick a lot, but then like I'm a hustler.
Right.
Like so when I got to college, my mom is like, "Yo, I got these other kids. Don't be calling me asking me for stupid stuff."
Right.
So like I had a roommate. Her name was Victoria. Very short little midget little girl. I don't want to say little person, but she was just really, really little. And she had long black hair. She used to be like, "Man, I'm getting tired of putting my hair in a ponytail." I was like, "I'll braid it for you." So I did 2 braids, just 2 braids. And I was already complaining about, I want to get my nails done. I want to get this done. Well, when the girls in the dorm, and a lot of white girls, when they seen the 2 braids, I was booked and busy.
That's what's
I
up.
was doing hair in college. And like I had to like buy like a new wardrobe because in the academic buildings, you had to dress professional.
Right.
So like I didn't want to ask my mom and my dad for everything. And When I look back around, I was making so much money at that school just doing hair in my dorm. Man, I was sending money back home to my sisters. My mom would call me and be like, what you doing? I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, I told you I don't want you working. You need to focus on school. I'm like, Ma, I'm just doing some hair here and there.
Right.
But I was making enough money to send home to my sisters so they wouldn't have to ask Mom for everything.
And that was my next question was about like what inspired you to do hair. So that right there was like the inspiration?
No, to be honest, I've been doing hair since I was about 10, maybe 11 years old. I had one of my family members went to hair school and had a bunch of old mannequins, gave them to us. And I ended up doing like a complete braid style on one. And one of our family friends saw it and was like, ain't no way you did this, because my other cousin came down from Jersey and she was living with us and she did hair.
Right.
So he was like, yo, TT, you did this? And she was like, nah, I actually did that, miss.
Wow.
So he ended up letting me do his hair. He was my first client and I was about maybe 10 or 11. His name was Israel. And he went to Sally's. That's back when we didn't have these hair stores like how we got now. Everybody was buying hair out of Sally's. So he bought the hair, came back. It took me forever to do his hair because he had to dance for every braid. Oh my God, you doing it. You doing it. You doing it. I'm like, if you don't sit your butt down and let me braid your hair.
Right.
But I was a kid and I was always a hustler. So once I was doing that, I was making money off him. Then I had other people bringing their kids and I would have to do a little bit of hair here and there. And then, but I had other jobs. See, like I'm 10, didn't have nothing to spend no money on. Think about it. No car. I can't go to no store without my mama.
Yep.
I had a shoebox full of money because my uncle had that club. I would go clean the club on Saturdays.
Oh, you've been a hustler.
They ain't gonna skip it. So that money was going in my shoebox.
Right.
And we had like an old vent. I would put my shoebox in that vent because I knew my mama would take it. So I was like, you know what? I was stacking my money all summer long. I was collecting cans. See, y'all kids don't know nothing about that. I was collecting cans at the club because you know they drinking all that beer.
Right.
So by the end of the summer, I can cash in that. That was money in my account, like money in my box. And then my uncle, carpenter, I'm putting in windows, laying carpet. My granddaddy was a plumber. I'm collecting. My granddaddy was a plumber. Now, I wasn't going under no house. Everybody know I'm scared of bugs and stuff. But I'm handing him the tools. So, you know what I'm saying? I was making money all summer to the point where mama like, oh, I'm stressed out. I'm hearing her having grown folks conversation because you know you ain't supposed to be listening to no grown conversation. Right. But, honey, I'm saying, listen, mama like, oh, I'm stressed. I don't know how I'm going to, I got to get all this stuff. I go to that shoebox. I'm like, I got money. Mama looking like, oh God, this girl done robbed somebody. Because I done collected money all summer. And think about it, I'm only spending 50 cents. Hot sausage. Y'all know I'm getting a cup sickle. So $1, 50 cents. Ice cream truck come by, maybe $1. The rest of that money just sitting. I ain't have nothing to spend it on. So yeah, I've been a hustler since I've been about 11 years old, been making money.
That's what's up. Any question?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I want to know, you said you went to Liberty, right?
Liberty University.
4 years?
No, I didn't do 4. I did 2, transferred to Coastal, and then I went to Piedmont Tech to finish up.
So why you stop at the mortuary stuff?
Well,
Making so much money?
I didn't. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Now that is the business to really. I mean, people die every day, every second of the day. Somebody's passing, but it's all about passion. And like, I wasn't passionate about it like how I am about hair. Like I could do hair all day long. I mean, I used to do it 7 days a week. Now I'm down to 6 days a week. But it's like, it's not work. Like when I get up in the morning, I'm not dreading to go to work. Right. I don't be like rolling out of my bed like, oh my God. I'm actually getting up like, yo, I'm about to get this money. I can't wait to slay this girl. I'm doing her hair. I'm doing her makeup. And like to see the looks on my clients' faces is priceless, especially the ones who don't wear makeup, the ones who don't normally get weave, and they get a style by me and they like, they be getting so excited. They don't even leave out the parking lot. They taking pictures and selfies and that make me feel good. So yeah, I'm passionate about it.
So with all of this right here, what made you go into business? Like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do right here. This, you know what I mean? So
I was scared at first. Like I said, I have a lot of family members running small businesses. So I had like a good insight on how things go business wise, like how to make money, how to do it the right way. How to just work for yourself because you can be fired at any given moment. Who wants to work a job and they could just let you go? You got bills to pay. They don't care.
Right, they don't.
And I'm like, so working for myself was always like just key. But I was scared at first, like to open up my own business. I started saving, working for other people. And like, I was working at hotels because Myrtle Beach is like all hospitality, tourist place. So I worked at hotels and just saved my money. When I look back around, I had like, some little stacks up. So I'm like, okay. And I was I was dating someone and he wasn't business minded. He was just like, man, let's do this, let's do that. We could buy this, we could buy that. And I was like, nah, this money got to make money.
Right.
And that's one thing that my uncle taught me. And he was the one that owned that club. He was like, he was retired out of the military. He was in Marines. And he was like, that's one thing he put in me. He was like, be your own boss. Don't have nobody tell you what to do.
Right.
You make your own schedule. And he was like, and get that money. My uncle was always on that. Like, when you make $1, let's make another. So he was just always about, making it count. And that stuck with me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be like my uncle. I don't want a club, but I definitely want a salon. And I did that. I was only 25 when I opened up that shop.
That's what's up. Salute, yo.
Yeah.
So what made you come up with the name for your salon?
All right. So the first, my first salon was Beautiful Beginnings Hair Salon. I had that shop for about 9 years. When I closed it, I always felt like Beautiful Beginnings was just that. I didn't want to move it. That was the first black, well, I won't say first black owned shop, but for me to be as young as I was probably the youngest black salon owner in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
So I was like, that's just it. I didn't want to move it like, oh, I'm over here doing hair, because I moved my shop, started working from home. But it's like I needed to build a brand for me, not just the actual business or a building you come to. I had to be the face of my hair business. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go by Miss G. That was my my married last name. I'm divorced now, but it stood for Gilliard. But now it stands for Go Getter.
That's what's up.
And that's that's basically it. Like, I needed to market me as the brand, as the face of my hair game.
So I know, like, explain to everybody what beat mean, like when you get your face beat.
So it's like, all right.
Pause. Definitely pause.
Hold on, I gotta scratch my wig on that.
Yo.
Okay.
Yeah, pause.
Well, I mean, it could mean, like, to a lot of makeup artists, it means different things. But like, to beat someone's face, it's just like, you really put in, like, it's not really to beat their face, but it's like, it's all about, like, I guess the glam. It's just to glam them up. But it's not really to beat them up. But, like I said, makeup artists probably look at it different, but that's how I look at it. It's like just to glam them up, make them look really, really good. So that's where a face beat comes. When I think about it, that's what I think it means.
Okay. So you ever had, like, because people always say customers always right. That's a lie. You ever ran into a customer that, like, just gave you a hard time, like, not satisfied or whatever?
No, by the grace of God, I see so much stuff on TikTok nowadays and Facebook Reels of the clients not wanting to pay. The clients, listen, I'm from White Street. I had always had a baseball bat in my shop. If I had a client, like how I see these clients, and one thing about my shop, if y'all ever came to Beautiful Beginnings, I could lock it and you couldn't get out.
Right.
Honey, it was a key. Deadbolt, lock. It was no twist, turn, and you in there. It's going to be me or you.
I've seen that on TikTok. So it's like they getting their hair done, right? And now they act like they calling their boyfriend or whoever. They don't have the money. So now they're trying to get up out the shop.
See,
I seen crazy shit like that on TikTok.
Well, a lot of that be skits, but some of that stuff is for real.
Okay.
You have clients and I'm like, ain't no way you came and you received my services and you thinking you just gonna get up out my chair. You want to complain.
Right.
But I've actually been in a situation where it wasn't my business. I was getting my nails done and a lady wasn't satisfied with her toe polish. And she kept saying, oh, I don't like this color. So the man took it off and I'm steady getting my nails done and I'm listening. And he took that polish off, put a new polish on. She still didn't like it. They locked that door and called the police.
Yeah.
She couldn't leave. She talked all the trash she wanted. He was like, I'm not going to put my hands on you. You're not going to put your hands on me. But you're not leaving. I'm calling the police.
Right.
Now, that's basically how I would handle it now. But I did have Betsy in the closet, just in case. I had to pull that bat out.
Right,
You know
I feel
what I
you.
mean?
So we got a question right here.
All right. What advice would you give the next young black female entrepreneur that want to do something like, what advice?
Like what
would
I'm
you
doing? I tell them just go for it. Like I procrastinated a lot. Like I said, I did go to school for mortuary science, and I didn't go to hair school till 2009. You know what I'm saying? And I graduated then. I procrastinated a lot with what I really wanted to do because the whole time I was in regular college, I did hair. And I was like, dang, I love to do hair. I love to do hair. I could have been doing hair. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I had the mortuary science degree. But at the same time, I wish I had just did hair school. I would have saved so much time, money, and, a lot of studying hours. I wouldn't have went to the 4-year college. I would have, bypassed that. Would have went straight to hair school, and I probably would have been a billionaire by now because I graduated 2004. So from 04 to 09, look at all that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That went by. And that's one thing you can't get back is time. So if anybody, and I'm always trying to inspire my clients, people who come sit in my chair, just being in my presence, and they tell me that they in the hair, I'm all for it. I'm excited. I'm like, if there's anything I can do, come on. If you want to learn how to do these wigs, come and shadow me. And this be free things that I'm offering when I know I can get paid to have a class. I can get paid to do an ebook. I can do all this extra stuff. I'm like, nah, this is free game. You black, you young, and you my client, and you want to do hair? Let's get it.
Yeah.
What are you waiting on? Do it now. I was like, I was 10 when I started, so what you waiting on? Right. So yeah, I'm definitely trying to make them go.
Oh. How do you handle a client with ringworm?
Well, first of all, I'm going to tell them, yo, I can't touch you. All right, so technically, hair salon etiquette, I'm not supposed to touch them. Once I notice, like, okay, so when you sit in my chair, let's say, for instance, you about to get a sew-in, and I'm looking at the hair, I always kind of evaluate the scalp and look, because some people do have different scalp conditions and whatnot. So that is a major scalp condition, and that would contaminate my shampoo bowl and any tools that I use. So I will tell them, no, I have to refuse the service that day, tell them that they need to seek some medical attention, and then come back when it clears up. But I've never had that happen. When I look at people's scalps and stuff, the most I've ever seen is like bad dandruff or psoriasis. And they normally come, the ones who have it, like bad psoriasis, they come with the, I forget what you call it, some like type of derma type of stuff for the shampoo, like shampoo. They bring their own shampoos and conditioners, and I have some stuff too. And then, I'm able to do them. But yeah, I've never had nobody come with a scalp condition like that. Thank God. Yeah.
I had a wingworm when I was little. Got that for playing in the dirt. I'm pretty sure everybody, y'all boys had wingworm, boy. You said you know that. Yeah.
But
no. It does form rings though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a parasite.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I had another question. I heard you sing. You ever thought about taking that seriously or doing anything with that? Or?
Well, the singing really now is just for karaoke. I love me some karaoke.
Tell them about the Karaoke Crashers, man.
Yeah, so I am a part of a group, Karaoke Crashers. It all started with the guy who hosts the karaoke at the bar I go to all the time. And that's Lolly's in Myrtle Beach. That's every Wednesday.
Flo, shout out to Flo.
Shout out. So I was coming there often. I mean, and I started calling us karaoke people because we start, kind of recognizing each other as we come in. We help each other sing, and it's always just been a fun time. So he thought of the idea of us doing Karaoke Crashers, and then we end up having like an event at the House of Blues, and that was pretty cool. So like I said, it's just really for fun. I really don't think I'm a singer per se. I'm definitely lazy a little bit with the singing, but it's just like a hobby that I just love to do.
You're definitely a rapper.
Well, yeah.
Little T, right? That's a rap. Yeah, Little T.
Oh, listen.
Yeah, you're the singing official. Yeah, we heard you at the House of Blues.
Yeah, did?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all stuck around for that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, but like I said, just a hobby thing. Like, I really haven't taken it serious. I've had offers, though, people asking, like, would I go in the studio and sing a hook for them? And I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe we could see. But I'm open to it. I don't mind. Like I said, I just love to sing anyway. So
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Something, or you kind of nervous to light something and stuff? You trying to help? You can hear something?
A song?
Yeah.
No. What happened was I'm a little congested. I went out the night before and I slept with my ceiling fan on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have to be warmed up. I haven't had, my tequila and hot tea regimen.
I feel you. So, before we go into this game, it's like 10 questions.
Okay.
You get 20 seconds. But I want you to let everybody know about your salon, what you offer, where could they find you at,
Well, it's just HairbyMrsgg.com. You can find me on Google. Once you Google HairbyMrsgg, I pop up. How to book me pops up. All of my Google reviews, everything like from pictures, anything you want to see with hair, I pop up just by typing in Hair by Miss G. And I'm right now in the area I'm in now is considered Conway, but it's still like Myrtle Beach. It's not all the way in Conway. I'm just right there off like Highway 501, right past Carolina Forest. But yeah, if you Google me, book me. Don't be looking, book.
That's what's up. Don't be looking, book, yo.
Okay.
You got a question? All right. So, this right here, 10 questions.
Oh, Lord.
You get 7 or better right. We got a brand new car out there for you.
Y'all even quit. Let me get a sip of my drink. 10 questions? Lord have mercy.
All right, let me set my joint.
What kind of questions?
It's like basically hip-hop, sitcoms,
Lord.
Different things like
Oh,
that.
I'm definitely about to lose this. Because I don't remember nothing.
All right. So the first question, you got 20 seconds. In the movie Friday, who lost their job?
Craig.
Okay. In the movie Do the Right Thing, who made that movie?
Spike Lee.
Damn, you looking at my
No.
answer?
I'm sorry, I can't see.
I'm gonna have to get some harder questions. All right. In the Cosby Show, who was the baby sister? What was the baby sister name?
Rudy.
Damn, you about to get that Honda? What's a Honda car we got out there? She about to win that Honda card.
I'm surprised that I'm knowing this because I'm bad with trivia stuff.
Damn. It's an 89 Honda card.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right. Salt and Pepper. What was the name of their DJ?
Spinnerella.
Yeah, I gotta take my glasses off.
I can't see all these lights. I'm telling you, I can't see.
And the Kings of Comedy, name the 4 comedians.
Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley. I think D.L. Hughley was on there. I can't think of one more. I don't know.
10 seconds. She said, Steve, say it again.
Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley.
5 seconds.
The best one.
Yeah, you got 5 seconds.
I can see their face. I can't say it.
You missed one.
Oh my goodness.
Bernie Mac.
Oh God, and I love Bernie Mac. I forgot.
Yeah, Bernie be the best.
Forget Bernie, man.
Yeah.
I'll never forget Bernie. Okay.
All right. In the movie Coming to America, where the Prince Akeem go to soil his royal oats or to find a wife?
Queens.
Yeah, let me take my glass off. She looking at my answers.
No.
Let me see.
These easy.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah, you gotta get some more.
I gotta get some more. Who played the crackhead role in New Jack City?
Pookie.
What his name was? What's his real name?
Chris Rock.
Yes, man.
Damn, she about to get the Honda card, yo.
I hope it got some things on it. And the windows better be tinted.
The window's tinted. Just one window. Yo, that's
crazy.
the windshield. That shit tinted. All right. Before AI, who was the original AI that played basketball?
Allen Iverson.
Damn. You must have been studying.
No.
All right. In the movie Bad Boys, what was Will Smith's name? What was his character name?
Mike.
What's his last name?
Lowry.
Damn, yeah. All right. The movie Scarface. You gonna get this. What city was it based out of?
Miami. Florida.
Nah, Plantersville.
Huh?
Nah, you got it right.
I was about to say.
Damn. Yo, so salute to Miss G. Yo, she won her Honda card. Hey, thanks for being on, yo.
Definitely. I enjoyed it. This was really, really nice. I thought I was going to be real nervous, but yeah.
You
this
did your
was
thing.
nice.
All your social media and all that.
Yeah.
It's just Hair by Miss G, everything, all lowercase, all together. The Miss is MRS. Even though I'm not married, it's still the married version of Miss. It's just HairbyMrsgg.com for the website. And my Snapchat is just Hair by Miss GG.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And this show is sponsored by Suco. Salute.
Suco, paradise in a bottle. Sip it slow, you're good to go. Drink it fast, you on your ass. Must be 21 years old to purchase. Drink responsibly. Slogan by So Fire.